Hey, good afternoon, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talk. So I posted up my video of me setting up my incubator, and I had a friend call me up and say he wanted to set his. He said he had it probably 4 years or so now. Um, Wants to get it running. Hasn't used it in forever, and asked me if I'd come over and help him out. I said I would be more than happy to, and I figured I'd do a video, kind of just quickly setting up his. The thing I love about these is they just literally seem to last forever. No problems. We plugged it in. We had it plugged in probably 6 hours. I know it's suggested let it run for pretty much a full day before, but if your temperature and your humidity come up to the right levels, I told him I would take my chances at 6 hours and put the eggs in. I would feel comfortable with that. So we're going to load this up, and I kind of just wanted to show you guys how I'm going to load this one up. Just some key points, and that way I told them also I'd come back and do a video. People love seeing the baby chicks once they start coming out. They're so cute. They're so much fun. He has a lot of different kind of eggs. He has some red giants, some Americanda, a lot of little bantam eggs, some Rhode Island Reds. He's got a pretty good mixture of eggs too, and he really just wants to add, really like a dozen chicks. I told him just let's fill up the incubator, and we'll get it all filled up, and then see what comes out. The hatch rates on these is just incredible. I said you could end up having, out of 42 eggs, you could have 35 of them hatch. I mean, that's the beauty of these incubators. They just tend to run forever. They have good hatch rates. So we're going to load it up, and I will show you guys the process. Now, right now, as you can see, I don't have the alarm going off, but as soon as I open this up, it's going to drop the temperature, and you're going to have the alarm go off. But the alarm will clear itself out. Now, one thing to note, over here and over here, the plugs that was in here, they got lost in storage. He had it in storage, like I said, for 4 years or so. It's not a big deal. You can either put a card here, like a gift card, just to cover the hole, keep the humidity. He put tape over it. We ended up having to open one. You're gonna have one open up. That way you get some airflow in there. And then as it gets closer to hatch time, you're going to want to open the other one up. You're going to want to make sure halfway through you fill this up with water. So we've already filled it up with water. We've already got everything going. The alarm, as you can see, it already just went off. It doesn't take long. Once it changes a little bit, that alarm, you see that a mile away in your house. You can look across the room and see that light out, and that tells you there's a problem. Your temperature changed. Unless it's on for a long period of time and starts going crazy flashing like that, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Just, if it just comes on and off, sometimes it will. I mean, a little breeze in the room, it could change the temperature in there. One thing to note, when you start putting these eggs in, he has a ton of eggs to put in here. I always like to mention this. You want your skinnier end, like this down here, on the bottom. Because when it starts pecking, you want to have it to have a lot of room where its head is, because it's going to start pecking right across the top like this. And then we're going to start filling this up. And remember, always in the down, like this. You can see like that. Now I do recommend rinsing off the eggs. Some people say don't, some people say do. I've had good hatch turnouts, and I always rinse mine off. So we're gonna put the little banty eggs actually up here, because these are tiny eggs. You can see the difference in the egg size. See, these are purebred banties, so they're gonna be really tiny eggs. So I will put this on pause, and I will be right back once I get this filled up. Okay, so we just filled it all up. We inspected all of our eggs. We just do a quick rinse down. You don't want to scrub them, but yet I do believe in rinsing them off. You want it to be pretty well cleaned off. You don't want them all dirty or whatever. As you can see here, look at this egg, how big that is. I don't know if you can actually tell how big that egg is, but that egg is huge. That's a red giant. I'll put it next to a bantam egg real quick so you guys can see the difference. I mean, tell me look at the size difference. Them are just incredible. One thing to note, I've said it on other videos, when you see eggs like this, let me find two real quick. Okay, so I pulled out 2 eggs. Now, this is something that I've recently just found out, and you can do your own test on this too and try it out. If you have a lot of eggs to hatch and you can pick and choose, I would pick thinner ones if you want hens. Reason being, you can tell one of them is more pointy and one of them is more fat, rounder. I mean, this one over here looks like a golf ball. This one over here looks like an egg. So you can kind of see the difference. And remember, so your females are going to have more of that pointy end for your hens, and your roosters are going to be more rounded. And you can try this out and see what you think. Now, if you do try this out, you're going to have to tag them. And let me know. Leave a comment in the bottom and let me know what kind of turnout you had if you try this method. It's worked good for me. I prefer more hens because I like my eggs. I do a lot of cooking. So with all that, I like to do a lot of the videos on different stuff. So with that being said, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you guys again on Tsquare Talk. Please make sure you hit that like, that subscribe button, and we're pretty excited to get this going. Like I said, the turnouts on these are just incredible, the hatch rates. So we're expecting, if I had to take a guess right now, I would say we're probably going to have about, out of 42 eggs, we'll probably have a good 36, 37. I think my record's 37 or 38. I expect good results from this. This is just a top-notch product. I love this, and it's so much fun to watch. But so I thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys again on Tsquare Talk. Take care, guys.